You ready, Nick? Let's get him.
If you're tuning to me, you watching Gully TV, y'all know I keep my feet planted in the underground hip hop community. This weekend, I'm in the South Jersey, Philadelphia area getting busy, and I got a very special guest I've been hearing a lot about you. Go ahead and introduce yourself, G.
What up, people? It's your boy Dell-P, West Philly's own. Shout out to Gully TV representing the real underground hip hop.
I didn't know you was from West. What
Yeah,
part?
West Philly. 60th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, 60th and Master.
No doubt. Shout out to West.
Not too far. You know, I grew up around where Steady B, Cool
Right.
C, the Youngstas.
Right.
Yeah, just trying to carry it on.
I was in the penitentiary with them niggas.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's crazy. My big bro up there was Stad. So
yeah.
Shout out to Big Bro Rain. Shout out to Stad.
Yep. All right. Coming from a long line of hip hop greatness out there in West Philly, why don't you tell me what inspired you to do this?
So first and foremost, shout out to my Uncle Paul, shout out to my Uncle Philip. They both were MCs, and you know, I was like, oh, I can do this too. You know what I mean? Following behind them. Also, like I said, seeing the Youngstas, seeing Cool, seeing Stad, like seeing it vividly. I was like 6, 7 years old when I'm seeing Cool C coming up and down 60th Street. I'm hearing the ooh, ooh, all that when I was a young boy.
No doubt.
So yeah, it was right there.
That's
for me to grasp it.
I see that the Philadelphia Hip Hop Awards is all to your bio. I don't know if it's still as significant and as powerful as it once was.
Right.
But
they just changed the name. It's still it's still around.
Tell my viewers what the Philadelphia Hip Hop Awards is, what it is, and what it means to the underground in Philly.
Yeah, no doubt. That's like, you know, the movers and shakers of the city, you know, nominating who they feel as though, you know, deserve that look as far as best MC, the hustler of the year. You know, they even got movies now, you know what I'm saying? Best actor, best film. Yeah, they do that. Fashion, like anything you're doing as a creative, they nominate you if you out here moving and shaking.
Right. I see you got your feet wet, your acting chops broken recently in a film called When George Got Murdered.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Oh, and shout out to the PUFA Awards. They named that the movie of the year.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out to Terrence Hakeem. Shout out to, remember Ralph Mouth from Happy Days? He was in there. Beans was in there. Diamond Cuts was in there. Mean to Say What was in there. It was a dope cast. Shout out to my brother Bobby Rand. We were the inmates that were locked up with the cop that killed George Floyd.
Okay. Okay. How did you end up being casted for that movie?
Yeah, so again, shout out to Terrence Hakeem. He reached out to my manager that was here with us at the time. Rest in peace to Nadir Muhammad. He actually submitted my music to be on the soundtrack, but he also reached out and said, can Dell act also? And it was funny because I did know how to act. I was acting in middle school with a company. It's called Yo ACAT. It was a youth outreach adolescence community awareness program.
Okay.
And we did plays and we did performances. That's how I got, my stage experience.
All right. The title When George Got Murdered, is this loosely based off the actual incident, the George Floyd murder?
Yes, it is. And when the cop got locked up, he was getting all types of special treatment as we know he would. You know what I'm saying? So it basically they addressed that situation.
Right. Okay. In 2020, Source Magazine named you one of the top independent artists.
Yeah, no doubt.
2020, that's a hell of a space of recognition. Tell me what you did to be recognized by the Source. I actually just interviewed Kim Osario. She was one of the original editors of the Source this weekend.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we all in the Source. It ain't what it once was, but it's still the original street Bible when it pertaining to hip hop.
Yeah, no doubt.
How'd you get the recognition?
Just boots on the ground, moving and shaking. During the pandemic, I was still touring. Shout out to hip hop since 1987. They had me actually headlining the tour. We went from Philly to Atlanta. So shout out to my man, Circuit Breaker. Shout out to Wild Tune, and shout out to my man Rome. He was out here.
Shout out to hip hop since 1987. I fuck with them heavy. The Wordsmith Experience. That's something.
Wordsmith,
Pardon me, Wordsmith Experience.
Oh, no doubt.
Something that's been burning up the timeline on Instagram. I respect your independent marketing campaign. Tell me about this project.
So the Wordsmith Experience is actually like, if you think of the Lyricist Lounge, or you think of Black Lily, you know what I'm saying? I felt like Philly needed that type of underground circuit again. So we're going on the second year. You know what I mean, shout out to my brother Bob at Crate Diggers Records. We started it off there, but we moved it to Kyber Pass Pub. That's down 2nd Street between Market and Chestnut. It's a dope event every second Friday, 5 to 9. It's a dope event if you love MCs.
I've been hearing your name for some time now. I just never knew who you were.
Word.
The way that you ended up here today was I interviewed a MC I've been working with by the name of Saint Basil.
My brother.
And he told me that you actually had a hand in pushing him out into the spotlight. You had a show going on or something. You needed somebody to get up there and get busy.
No doubt.
You passed the rock. Tell me about your relationship with that's my man.
That's just real, recognized real. Rest in peace to Saint Hood. He actually introduced me in Saint Basil. And Saint Basil was like, yo, we gotta get on the record together. We did the what was that? East Flatbush, the throwback beat. It was like a BET Cypher beat.
Okay.
It's called the East Flatbush. But we rocked that jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, we actually met at a couple shows, you know what I'm saying, just through passing. But one time I had a show at Wells Fargo Center, and a couple of my homies didn't show up, and I like, Basil, go up there. Like that's how I'm always.
No doubt.
I mean,
so you've been doing this for a minute. I was in Philly, and I was during the DVD era. I was down there. I was filming niggas, man. Dot, Emilio Sparks, Tone Trump, a few MCs. Sean Brown, Scrap Metal.
Yeah, they were some of my favorites. Monster and Sean Brown.
Mine too.
Yeah, Vodka. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All of those great acquaintances. I worked with Cree in the past too. Where was you at during the DVD era?
So you know what? We was actually making songs going on the radio. That was my thing. Like DVDs is cool, but we trying to get on Hometown Jam.
You thought we was beneath you.
The beats. No, it wasn't that. Because I was cool with Big Star and Young Bob and Bam. They my peoples.
Okay.
Bam is actually like my cousin. Like my cousin got a daughter by him. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bam and Bob. Shout out to Star. I did get on Star, but the funny thing is he was trying to record. Remember Kev Sanchez?
Yeah.
He was on the run at the time.
Okay.
So you will see him rapping, but you'll see us in the back.
Right.
We actually rapped that day.
Okay.
But he didn't put it out. He wanted to put it out 20 years later.
Yeah. Too raw for the shout out to Too Raw. Too Raw for the shit.
That's my man, but no, don't put that out now.
Yeah.
But but Young Bob, I was on Headshots. You know what I mean? But I just wasn't on every DVD because we was trying to get a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Who's some of your favorites coming out of that underground in West Philly during the DVD era?
Out of West or
check your temperature, West and Southwest. Put it like that.
Southwest. My young boys, NH, Boom, Reed. Of course, he was murdering it. But if we going, I can't just talk about Southwest and West. I got to talk about Cree Forge. You know what I'm saying?
Philly, yeah. Go ahead.
I got to talk about Vodka. I got to talk about, like I said, Monster and Sean Brown. Who else? My man Slaughter Rico, legend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got some work together.
Right.
Who else? Hollywood. You know what I mean? Who else? There's too many names for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that whole headshot movement was thorough. My guy though, D Jones. That's my
Shout
guy.
out to D Jones. That's somebody that's been on my radar lately.
Yeah.
What did you do to get a acknowledgement co-signed by MC as high profile as and highly revered as Black Thought? I've seen that in your bio.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Reek. So for years, like I said, I was with Yo A-Cat. So my mentors in Yo A-Cat was Zukai. He did balling for Jim Jones. It was my man Fred Burnett. It was Drea the Great. That was Divine Beings and Air Smooth. Rest in peace to Air Smooth. That was Black Thought best friends. So they've been trying to get me and Black Thought together since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I actually got a lot of mutual friends, you know what I mean, and family members. That's cool, Thought. And the funny thing is that Thought had seen me and Jay Electronica on stage together. Jay Electronica.
That was gonna be one of my next questions.
Yeah, Jay Electronica put me on stage, and I had rocked that joint.
Right.
Thought, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, little bro. Like, keep going.
Right.
So then, shout out to Munir. That's like a manager, stylist of Black Thought, which happened to be my wife. good friends since they
Got
was
it.
kids. So it was like, yo, I think I'm going to holler at Dell to be a part of this master class. This is the first master class held at Carnegie Hall. So, I mean, it was just historic. You know what I mean? And, so it was like, yo, you got Mel. He hit me in my inbox like, yo, you got Mel. I'm thinking this is going to be a beat or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he just was like, just check your email. It was his assistant saying, yeah, Black Thought's a big fan of yours. He wants you to participate in the master class and perform. I'm like, hell yeah, let's get it.
Right.
I mean, so shout out to Thought, man.
You said during the DVD era, you had your mind more focused on creating songs.
Yeah.
Tell me what that experience was like, and how was the radio and the DJs treating you during this period?
No doubt. Shout out to the Hot Boys, Pooch Man, Mikey Dread, Uncle O. We was on Hometown Jams. I told you we was on Battle of the Beats. Shout out to my partner Donnie, but we had a song called You. You was on Battle of the Beats for 2 weeks straight. And you know they gotta let callers call them.
Yeah.
So we ain't even know we was on there. Like we knew we had a meeting with shout out to Ben Rock. Ben Rock played the record and he loved it. And he was like, dang, y'all ain't with a label, so I can't put it in rotation.
Right.
I'm gonna put it in the Battle of the Beats. But he ain't let us know he was doing it.
Yeah.
I came home from work one day. My sister said, you know you beat Battle of the Beat. I'm like, huh? Like, you know what I mean? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So that was organic. So for 2 weeks straight, we beating Big Timers, Petey Pablo, Cameron,
Word.
Little Kim,
Yeah.
like everybody watching them every night.
Right.
Like they had a big party. Shout out to Miss Jones. Remember Jonesy in the AM?
Absolutely.
So a big party at the TPDS limo. We thinking we
On our
be
way.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So what became of the song?
So man, it was just a classic. You know, in the city, we performed that Unity Day. If you remember Unity Day back in the day, that was huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did a lot with that song. It was touring a lot.
What do you think would had happened with that song had we had knowledge of the
internet
and the distribution services that they have today, where you can put it online?
Oh, we
and
would
people could access it all over the world.
Yeah, it would have been viral, definitely. Shout out to Will Geist. That was my man who sung on the hook. He actually wrote Bad Girl for Usher. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that song was nice. It was a nice song.
What's some of the active platforms that MCs in Philly have access to? I know at a point in time, the come up show was with Cosmic Kev was a really, really big thing.
Yeah, you had Bad Cave. Shout out to Russ. Shout out to P Funk. Shout out to Biz Porter.
Biz,
like,
my
you know
man.
What I mean? That's my guy.
I did
That's West Philly.
Yeah.
That's West Philly.
Yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah,
Me and Biz used to play basketball
I love
together.
Biz, man. So you had Bad Cave. You had JDS and Tasha Makia. They showed me a lot of love. Like I said, Bent Rock showed love. Touchstone. Who else? My man EA. Back to Basics. Real Raps TV.
Yeah.
He's still doing this thing. Hip Hop on Deck.
Shout out to EA. I know.
Shout out to Glockaware. They show a lot of love. You know what I mean? Who else? Uptown Radio.
Yeah.
My man Big Cuz. Most slept on radio. Oh, Industry Tuesdays. Shout out to Larry Lair. You know what I mean?
So it's still lit for the underground.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad I ain't fighting this battle by myself, man.
Right.
We need each other.
What you doing, man, is definitely needed.
We need each other, man. We need each other. I need the underground. We need each other, man.
Right.
Hopefully we can kick down some doors together and shit.
Oh, for sure.
So Configure, he made a list of the top 30 projects of 2024.
Yeah.
You was in there with some big wigs.
Man, it was an honor.
How'd you feel about the acknowledgement?
It was
Razcast is my man, by the way. But yeah, you
shout out to Razcast. I actually met him a little lesser known vet. Shout out to Corrupt. That's my folks. That's like my cousin.
Yeah, Philly. Yeah.
And I met him when they did like the block naming for him. And Razcast was there.
Yeah.
I'll Be Sure was there. Like a lot of people. What's my man from the Rangers? Wise P. That used to be with Jay and them.
Oh yeah. The Rangers. That was Bleak was with them.
And Master Killer. It was dope. So shout out to Corrupt. Shout out to Razcast. They showed a lot of love that day.
No doubt. I've seen a lot of underground work put in by you in Philadelphia. And the thing that I noticed with a lot of MCs from Philly is that y'all kind of stay in this pocket over here. What are you gonna do to get out of this Northeast pocket, this New York, Philly, Jersey pocket? For some reason, this is my opinion. It seemed like Philly MCs be cool with that.
Yeah, see, that's another reason you probably ain't hear about me, because I don't try to be in those cliques. You know what I mean? Like if you really do the knowledge on me. I'm on a big single with Arrested Development.
Okay.
Me, Master Ace, rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. We got one
That's
of
my
the
man.
last songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one of the last songs with them. Shout out to my brother Speech. We did a lot of records together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Legend.
I got a record with David Banner. I got a record with Wise Intelligent. Like, and the crazy thing is, like, you would think, like, hold up, somebody from Philly, like, why the big, you know, like the
you getting a lot of
young
love.
boy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This the next young boy coming, but I got to bounce out. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chuck D. Stay tuned for that.
No
you know
doubt.
what I mean?
2025. What can we expect from Dell-P?
Oh man, I just gave a little hint, but shout out to Chuck D.
Okay.
Shout out to Dot. You know what I mean? Some good things happening. Definitely.
All right, man. We gonna stay abreast. We locked in now.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want you to be on this upcoming compilation
you,
I got.
Thank you for premiering my video.
Pillmatic 3. That's what I do. That's what I do. I want you and everybody around you for Philly to know that my platform is welcoming those in the underground that's getting busy. All you got to do is be busy, and I'll do the rest. So, again, keep up the good work. I appreciate you coming through, and we're going to stay tuned, man.
Absolutely. And make sure y'all follow me at Dell-P215 on Instagram, at Who Is Dell-P on Twitter. That's Who Is DELLPEE. Make sure y'all go get that album. I can't make this up. You heard my boy. He said, I mean, configure,
official.
Put it in its top.
Official.
It was on the first page of the 30, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's in the top 10. So shout out to Grand Pooba for giving me a verse. Shout out to Roy Flush. Shout out to my brother Freeway. Shout out to Son of the 215. Shout out to Telemade. Shout out to Michael Burton. Shout out to Tragedy Gaddafi. That's another good connect I got. Shout out to my brother. He always show love. Shout out to Roxanne Shante, DJ Cool V. It's a lot, man. Just stay tuned, man. Shout out to Track Kida. They did most of the album. But then my brother DJ Flash from Justice League with Ninth. And shout out to my partner, Donnie Boy. He did a record on there too. Who else I'm missing on the album? Michael Burton. Shout out to Michael Burton. Shout out to my man Jovi. Shout out to Mel Austin Jr. I think that's
all right. Keep up the good work. Thanks a lot.
Man, thank you.
Yep, my man. So you need an online push. Gully TV Media. East Coast, West Coast, down south, uptown, downtown, Switzerland. The hottest in the business. Underground MCs. Need a push? Gully TV. Published authors. You need a push? Gully TV. Your daily online source of hip-hop, sports, and fashion. The email is below. GullyTVBoss@gmail. Hit me up, I'll be there.
Ray for Alston, also known as Skip to My Lou, Southside Jamaica Queen, and you watching Gully TV.